a week ago, it was last Sunday, I was out to eat with my family after church. And if you have kids, you understand this, that sometimes at the dinner table, they're not having it. They're not happy. They're fussing. They think that they've had a long day, whenever you're probably the one that's had a long day. But you got to take care of them, even though you're tired. And Easton, my son, who's a year and a half old, he wasn't having it. He was not a happy kid. He just wanted to go home, go to sleep. But I knew that there was one way that would make him happy, and that was if I held him. And he was a mess. He was throwing his food around. He's a mess. I mean, that's 1-year-olds, right? They take their food and they just make a mess. And he was making a mess. And of course, part of me is like, I really don't want to hold him. He's really gross. And I know that if I hold him, he's going to take food. He's going to drop it on me. And I'm going to get messy. And I'm going to get dirty. Or I can just let him sit there. And I can let him fuss and fight. But by letting him sit there, I'm allowing him to cause destruction. And I'm allowing him to be angry. And I'm allowing him to be sad. And I'm allowing him to be frustrated. And I could pick him up, even though he's messy. Even though I'm going to get messy. I can hold him in my hands, even though he's messy, even though I'm going to get messy. And I decided to pick him up. I decided to hold him. I decided that I love him so much that I'll take that mess. I'll take that messy kid and I'll hold him and I'll love him. And I may get messy and it might bother me a little bit, but I'm going to keep him from being sad. I'm going to keep him from being frustrated and angry and causing destruction. And it made me think of just how God is the same way to us. We are all his children, and he still wants to hold us. No matter how messy we are, no matter how messy we may make his hands, he wants to hold us. Because he sees the destruction that we can cause in our lives. He sees the sadness in our lives. He sees the frustration and the anger. And he decides that he still wants to hold us, no matter how messy it gets, because he loves us as our Father. And let me tell you, whenever I picked him up, I got messy. I did. But he was happy, and that's what mattered to me. He was happy, and he was having a good time. And right now, he's kind of starting to wake up in the back seat. And he's just everything to me. My family is everything to me, and I know that God loves me that same way. God loves me as his son, and he picks me up and he holds me even though I am a mess. So just something to always remember, that sometimes your life is going to be a mess, but God is always there to hold you. So that's all I wanted to say. I love you guys all, and God bless.